My friends, we have exciting news in the world of skincare. The brand Dieux is now available at Sephora. Quite a few of you have told me that you are fans of this brand, and it is so easy to see why. This is a brand that feels geared towards skincare enthusiasts. We are talking about a fragrance-free brand, low irritant, with active ingredients at effective concentrations, a commitment to sustainability, cruelty-free vegan products. This is an exciting step in their growth in terms of brand exposure. Now that they're at Sephora, more people will find this brand. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about 3 of their products, one of which I bought myself, the Forever Eye Mask. I think the packaging is now a little different, but the quirk with this mask is that you only need to buy it once. So packaging change, though there may be, that's what mine is going to look like. And I was able to pick some gifted products for the launch at Sephora, and I chose the Auracle Reviving Eye Gel as well as Instant Angel Lipid-Rich Moisturizer. And you all know that I was planning to include this brand in our new skincare try-on for this month, but I am sitting down to make an entire video about this. You know something is up. This is not a channel of simple video concepts. I am incapable of that. You can watch a video, it's gonna be about 5 things going on at once. That's how things are in the rabbit hole. So what happened is I was looking at their products on the Sephora website, and you know how Sephora has the research that the brand provides at the bottom of every product description? I was looking at that, and as somebody who works in research, not skincare research, but research nonetheless, I found myself over here going, oh, they did pretty good studies. So that's the game plan. We are gonna try on these products, talk about them, and talk about their research, good and bad. I do want to talk about limitations in research, even when we're talking about what I'm calling good research. So let's start with the Auracle Reviving Eye Gel. I am so impressed with this packaging. I think this is exactly what a lot of us like. It's what I like. Not only is this a pump as opposed to a little tub, but it's also much more product in here. This is 0.68 fluid ounces of product. That's a lot for a Western company. I'll also put up on the screen the side of their box here. I love how much they're disclosing. 10% glycerin. We love glycerin on this channel. 3% palmitoyl tripeptide complex. Remember, that never means 3% of the peptide, but rather the complex that the peptide is contained in. Peptides are used at very, very small levels. 1% renewable algae complex and 1% algae polysaccharides complex. I love algae. I've loved algae for many years. When you look at the ingredients list, you can see that they are doing something that I talked about way back in my original algae video. I like to see multiple different forms of algae in a product because while we have them categorized into red, green, brown algae, it does seem that each of those kind of offers different benefits for your skin. And let me go ahead and apply some of this product under my eye area here, and then I'm going to follow with the mask. I feel like this texture is something all skin types will like. It's not too lightweight, but it's not heavy. And a lot of you probably know the idea here is you take these reusable eye patches and you place them over the gel. We will talk about why in just a moment. And there we go. I'm going to leave these on for 10 minutes or however long it takes to talk about the research. Like I said, I'm really excited about the research. So let's start with the research on the Auracle Eye Gel. When you go under the description, you see clinical results. Really quickly, clinical results isn't any kind of FDA regulated term. This just means any type of research that the brand is providing, whether it has a good design or not so much. Do you want an example of a poorly designed study? I'll show you one. We'll get there in a minute. Okay, so in a 4-week comparative study of 22 people, it was applied twice daily for 4 weeks. This product, when used alone, demonstrated a significant improvement in crow's feet and under eye areas for emerging wrinkles compared to a competitor's product applied with a mask. So they are saying that this on its own did better than another product with the mask, When paired with the Forever Eye Mask, as you see on me today, it showcased a statistically significant improvement in the under eye area for fine and emerging wrinkles, outperforming the competitor product used with the same eye patches. Let's talk about some limitations, because there are a few coming from just this description here. We don't know how they're measuring this. This is the kind of thing you would go to a journal article to get more information on. But this is what's reported on Sephora. This may not be, it's probably not published at all. You're getting that this went through product testing and it showed promise in people using this twice a day for a month. But you're not told too much more. But let's also talk about the consumer perception study. You probably see it on the screen, and I still haven't addressed it. So a consumer perception study, it's probably pretty self-explanatory. It is how people perceive results. And these tend to be some of the most flawed data because people are not, they're not great at perception. I mean, some people are. I'm sure all of you know somebody who is very perceptive, and then somebody who is not. With twice daily application for 30 days, 100% said the skin around their eyes felt hydrated immediately after application. We should expect that with any product, be it this or a competitor's, because of how the eye mask itself locks in product. And 95% of people said that after applying the gel and the mask, they felt like they saw fewer fine lines, as well as a general improvement in their under eye area. So some take-home points here. It is a small amount of people, and we aren't given a ton of information. You may even have some other questions, but we'll get to that on the next product. But it's nice to see, because all of this is optional for brands. They don't have to do this. I just took off the mask. I will wash those gels and put them back into the tin. Let's move on to the Instant Angel Lipid Rich Moisturizer. This is the moisturizer that is made for dry skin, which is of course what I have. I love that I don't have to take out a scoop with this. You just squeeze it into your hands. And this is such a nice texture. It feels very nourishing, it spreads beautifully, and yet it's really not too heavy. I feel like the only thing that I should point out with this is that it is a fully fragrance-free product, and it kind of has a fragrance-free smell. I suspect that smell is reassuring for some of you. Some more details on this product. They are doing that cluster of percentages that I've talked about before. 3% moisture complex, glycerin, sodium PCA, urea. 0.5% dipalmityl hydroxylproline. This is an amino acid that the manufacturer claims functions similarly to a signaling peptide. They say that they saw results at this exact level in terms of improving wrinkles. 2% barrier complex, hexapeptide 12, ceramide NG, and other emollients. 4% phytosterol and free fatty acid complex, always underrated. And 2% metostolide, a bioactive analog of ceramide. So another one of those ceramide alternatives. Beautiful formula here. But you know we're here to talk about the studies. So let's see what Dieux Skincare is saying on the Sephora website. In an independent third-party 56-day clinical study with 32 people, stop everything. I am so happy to explain to you what this means. So, independent, meaning Dieux Skincare did not have their team do this. They hired another research team. 56-day clinical study with 32 people. Now, as you're about to see, this means that they recruited 32 people. Oh, how the recruitment part can be fun and sometimes very frustrating, because these people had to come in person to this lab. Wrinkles demonstrated a statistically significant improvement on both day 28 and day 56, according to clinical grading assessments. This is getting so exciting. Measurements from the corneometer, the tewometer, and the moisture map indicated significant enhancements in hydration, barrier function, and retained hydration. And these are tools the researchers can use to validate their study. The moisture map, pretty self-explanatory. The corneometer measures hydration in the skin. And the tewometer measures transepidermal water loss, which is one of those critical things to prevent in skincare. This is why moisturizer is a must-have. Eye cream, not a must-have. Moisturizer, a must-have to prevent transepidermal water loss. This is so exciting for me to see because this is really a skincare brand going above and beyond. They hired a lab to recruit people to come in person. They had them check in, and they used tools so they could actually measure changes that were occurring in the skin. We do have limitations. We always have limitations in studies. We really do. We always have limitations. We don't have any information about a placebo. It sounds like there wasn't one. It sounds like we were just measuring the results of this product. Because this isn't a published study, we can't dig through the methods and really get an understanding of what happened, but I did find this on the Dieux Skin website, so we do know that it was at least a blinded study. My point here being, this is so much more than skincare brands have to do, and the fact that Dieux Skin did do this speaks volumes as to their research-based approach. I suspect there's probably very little problems with these. Nothing is for everyone, but I would say most people can probably use these with no problems. Most people are probably going to see good results, as we call them, in terms of moisturizing your skin, moisturizing your under eye area. I said I was going to give you a bad study before I close out this video. Let me once again find this Kerastase product. I'm so sorry. I'm not a hair person. Correct me if I've got that pronunciation wrong, which I'm sure I do. So this is the Blonde Absolute Hydrating Illuminating Shampoo. Let's go see those clinical results. In a controlled study, independent third party, we don't know, probably not. Using a system of Blonde Absolute Hydrating Illuminating Shampoo, Cica Flash, and Huel Cica Extreme versus a non-conditioning shampoo. Look at this, look at this. They say 84% more conditioned hair. Yeah, you used a conditioner and you had the poor other group struggling with a non-conditioning shampoo. Wow. This is worthless. My friends, that's all I wanted to share with you in today's video. I hope this was a fun video for you to watch to get a little bit of insight into how research works and to talk about this adorable brand. As always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.